If you will basically go in the firewall, in the device tab, then setup tab, then we have a operations tab here. In this operations tab, if you will check, we have some type of firewall configuration action options. What are those options? So you can see those are the options. Config management options like revert, save, load, export, and import. Those are the options. Now let's try to explore those options. So guys, see, your operations which are like revert, save, and load. Those operations manage the configuration local to the firewall, means firewall or the panorama. Those options will do the stuff locally within your firewall. Export options we will use when we want to export some information outside of your firewall. Export the configuration from the firewall to the host running the web interface towards the host machine. Then we have a import. Import option, import the configuration into the firewall from the host machine, means export option we can use to save the backup in your laptop. And if you want to now you want to do the rollback using that backup, then you need to first import that backup, and after that we have to load that particular backup. So guys, let me first tell you what is the best practice, and most of the time you are going to do this particular practice, then we will use those particular options. What is the best practice? I always, means always, what is the practice I used to follow? I used to basically always, before making any changes, before starting any type of changes, I used to click on save named configuration snapshot. Means I will save the current configuration of the firewall. I'll give the name. I'll give today's date, like today is 6 July 2025, like 25. Before activity dot XML. Always save the configuration with the XML. Save this, export this backup into your laptop. 6 July before the activity. So I can save this here. Okay, done. Now I will start doing my task. Let me just do some of the task. I'll go here. Into the virtual router. Let me go into this virtual router. Let's both delete those two routes. Delete it. Into the policies. Let me just see if I have any local policy. I don't have any local policy. Everything through the panorama only. Let's suppose let me just configure one net rule, one pet rule, pet 01. Don't worry how to configure pet, how it works. We will cover everything. Right now, just I'm creating for the example purpose. I'll clone this. I'll create one more. Pat2. Interface is AE2. Okay. And now I did the commit. I did the commit. So, here I had just done very basic changes. Let's suppose what was the task assigned to you? There is around 2000 policy you are having in your firewall, which you want to delete. Those 2000 policy you want to delete. Those 2000 policy you want to delete. Or rules, security rules you want to delete. Let's suppose because those rules is there is no use now. You have a 0 hit count from last 6 months on that. This was the task you have done. And instead of deleting those 2000 rules, let's suppose you have deleted extra 500 rules as well. And those rules might be you have selected something wrong, you did the wrong filter, you have selected wrong, you have created wrong filter for deletion, maybe your script was wrong, you have deleted some extra 500 rules which you don't want to delete. Now how you will do the rollback? If it's a single one change or two, you have done like single one change or two changes, those you can able to remember. But do you think guys here you can able to remember what are the changes you have done? It's difficult. Or might be this change not done by you. Like let's suppose those delete task is divided by 3 engineers. Engineer 1, engineer 2, engineer 3. Engineer 1 is in shift 1. He has assigned 700. Engineer 2 is in another shift. He has, let's suppose, deleted because he is a like little bit a smart guy. So let's suppose he had deleted 1300 remaining rules. Now this engineer came, he has deleted 600 rules, which was we were using for some task. Now, how you guys will do the rollback? How you will solve this problem? Now, for those type of problems only, what we have to do? Now we have to go here. We will import the configuration files. We will import this file. Import task is done. Now I will load this file because once import will complete, we have to load. Load this 6 July before the activity. Load. Track the load task. Load task is going on. It's completed. It's succeeded. Once you will load the configuration, now your configuration is ready. It's loaded. See your pet rule gone. We have deleted those two routes. See, we got those 2 routes. And just do the commit. Got it, guys? How we have to use those options. And guys, this is the best way to utilize those options. This is the best way to utilize those configuration options. Let's wait for this commit to complete. Now, guys, we do have other options. Let's try to explore them as well. We have a revert, save, load, export, import. So guys, you always ask, share me some class notes. The best notes is available when you will, let's suppose, just click on operations and click on this question mark. Those are the best note basically from the Palo Alto itself. So I have one question like, does backup contain both management plane and data plane config? See, when we will save this configuration, what it used to do, it will save your current running configuration. When we will use this option, save named configuration as snapshot, what it used to do, creates a candidate configuration. Sorry, it's my bad. What it used to do, it will create a candidate configuration snapshot that does not override the default snapshot. Enter a name of the snapshot or select an existing name snapshot to override. Means what it used to do, whatever the configuration available in your candidate configuration file, that configuration it used to save. It used to save the current configuration which are available in your firewall when we will use this option called save. And we are also exporting the same. So it has the configuration from the candidate config file. There is a one more thing. See, if you want to export, you can also export the running configuration. It's not like that. See, this is the running configuration.xml. You can export. This is the running configuration file. We can take the backup. Okay. Now, let's try to understand what do we mean by this revert option. And we also have one option here, revert changes. Revert changes this and this. What is the main difference? Let's try to understand. Revert to the last saved configuration. So we have this option like revert to the last saved configuration. What it used to do, it will restore the a snapshot, which is like a snapshot.xml file of the candidate configuration. When we have saved something with this option. So let me just show you something. What I'll do, I'll go here into my objects. Let me, I have deleted those objects. These two objects has been deleted. I'll go, or let me just add here extra two objects. Let me add one object, my len subnet 10.1.1.0/24, and I have just saved this configuration. So when you will click on this option, it will save your configuration into this file .snapshot.xml. Now, at the same time, you will also go into the services. Let's suppose you have created two services as well. TCP AD. Now TCP. What is the port number, guys? TCP 389. What is why we will use this TCP port number 389? It's LDAP. We will use in Active Directory integration. Now I have also added those three services. Now I'll go here, and if I'll just revert to the last saved configuration. Now go into your objects again. Services, you can see we lose our services. Go into address object, but we have this len subnet because len subnet we have created, and after that we have created this snapshot.xml. Means, let me just tell you, let's suppose you did some changes at till 12 p.m. You did some changes. You did some changes and you have used this option, save option. from here. Save changes. If you have used this option, save changes. Now what will happen? There is a one backup file is created, which is your snapshot.xml. Dot snapshot.xml. And what happens due to some maybe call you have received in your mobile, you just saved your configuration and you basically forget to log out from your laptop or desktop. Now let's suppose new person came in your desk and he also added 10 extra changes. And you are not aware about those extra changes. What is the extra changes he has done? Now what you will do? If you want to get rid of those extra changes, which options you will use? We will use the options called revert to the last saved configuration snapshot. Revert to the last saved configuration snapshot. Got it? But there is a problem. Like, let's suppose you are engineer one. There is a one more engineer two from some different location. He is also doing his changes. You went in a break, but he just continued doing his changes. He just continued doing his changes. And in your machine, that person, he did some extra changes. And if you have used this option called last revert, last, if you will use this options called revert to the last saved configuration snapshot, what will happen? Restore the default snapshot of the candidate configuration, the snapshot that you create. Override when you select config save changes at the top right of the interface. In case of panorama, select device on template to select a specific device on template. So this you don't need to know. Okay. I will come on that particular discussion if two people is doing at the same time. There is a catch actually, which that I wanted to tell you. Now we have one more options call. So this option you understood, revert to the last saved configuration is what it will do. It will take you at that stage when you have created this save options. When you have used this saved configuration, and if somebody did extra configuration you want to revert, you can use this. Those configuration will be reverted. Now we have revert to the running configuration. What will happen? Restore the current configuration. This operation undoes all changes that every administrator made to the candidate configuration since the last commit to revert only the changes for a specific administrator. Now remember one thing. Now guys, see, if you remember when I have run the successful commit here, that time I was having here test objects. And after that, I have created this LAN subnet. Then I did the save option, right? This option. And after that, I have added services. Then I have used the revert to the last configuration changes. Now what I want to restore my configuration. Let's suppose I know. See, at 12 p.m. till 12 p.m. you did some configuration changes. You saved your configuration. But you know, at 10 a.m. my firewall was having right configuration. After 10 a.m., like engineer 1, engineer 2, you both of the person did some misconfiguration and you are not able to track that particular misconfiguration. How you can solve this problem? Now, what you want? You wanted to roll back, remove all your changes, whatever you have done till this stage. If you want to go till this stage, then what you have to do? You have to use this options called revert to the running configuration. When you will click on this option, if you will check your objects now, see I got my test and test 1, 2, 3. When you will use this option, what it said here, it will restore the current running configuration, means whatever the running configuration we are having at in our firewall, it will restore till that particular point. It will take you till that particular point of time. But there is a problem. Let's suppose you did right configuration, but your colleague did some wrong configuration, and your colleague initiated revert to the running configuration. What will happen? Now, whatever the right configuration you have done, you will also lose your configuration. What? You will also lose your configuration. Okay. Now, guys, tell me those two options is clear. Revert to the last configuration and revert to the running configuration. Okay, now let's try to understand next two options, which is saved named configuration as snapshot and saved candidate configuration. What do you mean by that? Always remember, save named configuration as snapshot. We used to do in the production environment, create a candidate configuration snapshot that does not override the default snapshot. Enter the name of the snapshot or select any existing name snapshot to override. Means what we can able to do, we can save our current candidate configuration file with some name like hemu.xml. Like that, whatever the right now, whatever the configuration I am having into my candidate configuration file, that configuration backup will be there. That configuration backup will be there into this hemu.xml file. Saved candidate configuration. Now let's try to understand that. Creates or override the default snapshot of the candidate configuration, which is snapshot.xml with the current candidate snapshot. This is the same action when we will do from config save changes. See, when either you can use this option or either you can use this option. Both are similar. This and this both are similar. What they will do? They will save the current configuration which is available in your GUI, which are available in your GUI. It will save that configuration into your candidate configuration file. This is the meaning of this is that. Let me just go here. Service tab. Let me create a service. TCP 22 created. TCP 23 created. Now either I can save from here. See, let's suppose I have saved from here. Now this snapshot.xml is created. Now I have selected both of them. Let me just clone both of them. Clone both of them again. Now change the port number. 231, 232. Okay, I'm just using those hypotheticals. Okay, 222, 221. Now, guys, if I'll again use this option or this option, what will happen? What what it will do? It will override your previous snapshot.xml file and it will add that particular changes into this snapshot.xml file. Snapshot.xml file. Okay. Now if you will basically let me go here into objects. Let me go and let me use your revert changes. What is meaning by this revert changes? This is something new we have created, yes or no? Yes or no? It will revert those changes till that particular time. Revert to the running configuration. And I think they are not explaining that option. Config save changes, they are telling, but revert to the running configuration, and this is also the same. Revert changes by me. That option you will get here. You can revert. See, all changes has been reverted. See, it is at the running configuration. So this option is equals to this option or this option is same. This option and this option is same. This one and this one is same. Load, we will always use to load the configuration. We can load our configuration, whatever the backup file I'm having. I can save the backup and I can able to load from here. We will use this load option. We can also load the configuration versions as I have mentioned. Whenever you will run the commit, it will create a version. It will create a version every time. Like in this firewall, I have run multiple commit, right? If I will load a version, you can see multiple versions is there. 57 total version is there. Total 57 version is there. I can able to load from those versions. Okay. So this is for loading the configuration. This is for export. Export name to configuration snapshot. We can able to export whatever the backup files we are having in our PC. Sorry, in our Palo Alto firewall, which we have saved, we can able to take a backup. We can directly take the backup of candidate configuration. Also, we can directly take the backup of running configuration. Both options is there. Export configuration version. We can also export a particular version. If we know the working version and we know the non-working version, then we can export the working version like this one. Export. It will go in the XML format. Export the device state. So let me export the device state as well. Now let's try to understand those. So you know, if I will open this, this is the backup file. You will get your configuration in the XML format. This is entire the XML format. All the configuration will be there in XML format. You can also open with Notepad++. You will get in the XML format, entire configuration. Okay. Device state generally you will get in TJET format. So what you have to do? you have to extract bit 7zip on this folder, extract in this folder. So you will get one folder. So guys, I'm deleting this. Okay. I don't want to put unnecessary data here. Now you will get one tar file. So you have to extract again. Now this tar file also I will delete. So you have to extract 2 times. And after that, you will get the original information. Now, when you will export this device state, it has the firewall running configuration, satellite VPN information, KNOP settings, DP config, device blacklist, certificate information. If you are managing firewall with Panorama, then you will get the template related information. Like this is the template which I have received from the Panorama. So all your template information you will have here. First version information is there, which is 95. Here you have a shared configuration. Whatever this configuration we have received as a shared. So all those things generally in the Panorama. Shared configuration. Then we have a shared as the particular VSys level. So you will get this BSys level here. This is your template related information. Then this is the actual running configuration. The current running configuration will be here. This is your DP config. We don't have anything here in the DP right now. Certificate information. There is nothing with regards to the certificate because I'm not using satellite VPN. Template I'm using. So in template, you have a like, this is your template configuration. You can see it has a certificate information and everything. Okay. So those details generally available in your device state. In your device state, that is the information which is available. I'm deleting this. I'm also deleting this and also deleting this. Okay. Import is similar. We can import the configuration file in the XML format, and we can also import the device state from your external PC. That is the configuration management options, guys, we have in your Palo Alto firewall. Apart from that, guys, if you want to reboot your firewall from the GUI, you can able to reboot from here. You can click on this button, your firewall will gets rebooted. If you want to shut down your firewall, you can run this button and your firewall will go for shutdown. You can check the history. Here you will get the history details, how I have upgraded those versions and all. It's not coming in one go. This firewall I will upgrade later. Here we don't have any history, but you will get the history as well. Okay. Apart from that, guys, if you want to just shut down your firewall via CLI, you have run this request, shut down system. You can able to shut down your system. Request system restart. You can able to restart your system. Okay, so those are the two power options we are having. We can shut down and we can restart. Now, let me go here. Okay, those options, I hope you are clear now, right? With your revert, save. What is the best practice? I have already told you guys. Best practice, always saved with the named configuration is export it. Then if you want to load, you can load. Import and then load. That is the best practice. Always remember. Save candidate configuration, override the existing snapshot.xml, revert to the last saved configuration. So we can able to revert till here by using revert to the last saved configuration or using that option. Save named configuration snapshot. Like we can save and after that we can load the named configuration snapshot if there is any errors. With regards to the commit, we can load the configuration versions. When there is a commit, we used to do a commit. There is a one date, then snapshot.xml file is created with some timestamp like this. This is also known as versions. Revert to the running configuration, undo changes before the commit. If we want to revert, we can basically revert to the running configuration as well. So those are the some configuration options we are having. Okay, one more thing I want to tell you guys. Your commit in Palo Alto Firewall, we have 19 processes who utilize your commit. There are the 19 processes who utilize your commit. Commit scope we have already gone through, right? So I don't need to put more attention here now. Commit status also. Sometime you will get warnings. We will always read the warning display here. Do not prevent to successful commit. Generally, you will get some warning, sometimes some errors. And we have to copy those errors and after that we have to solve if we want it. We have those two options. Save changes in progress without committing, pre-admin or all changes, revert changes to previous saved configuration. We can use this revert changes option as well to previously saved configuration, pre-admin or all changes. When we will do the preview of your changes, we can do preview changes, change summary or validate commit. In preview, if something is new, then green. If something is modified, then yellow. If something is deleted, then red. This also we have done. Lock I have not explained. Now guys, let me tell you one thing. How I used to basically work when we have a very complex environment. Let's suppose I am doing a configuration changes in, let's suppose I am trying to do the config changes. Okay. So what used to happen generally, I can acquire this commit lock. I can take a lock, means where I want to put a lock. If I will acquire the commit lock, now what will happen? No other admins able to do the commit. Nobody able to do the commit. If I will acquire this particular lock called commit lock. If I will acquire the lock for configuration, now there is no network engineers who can able to do the configuration. Means I have restricted those engineers to do any changes because I am the one who is doing the changes. So like when you have a SOC team, you are like L3, you have L2 engineers, L1 engineers, right? And if you are working, let's suppose in some complex solution and you are doing some changes, you are doing some test and all, and you don't want any type of disturbance during that time you can acquire those logs. You can acquire those logs. Now nobody else able to do any changes in this particular box. Like let me just see, I have a admin one as well. Okay, let me log in with admin one. Let me show you. I've acquired both the log. I guess admin 01. It's admin 1 only, right? Not 01. Save the password. Now you can see here log has been acquired. Who has acquired this is the admin who has acquired this log. If you want to take the log, you can take log on commit. Take log on configuration. See, config for ISCO virtual system 1 is currently logged by admin. Means we will not able to take that log. Because the admin can also able to take log only on one, not for all. Now here see he has logged the commit. Now you can remove the log like this. Right now you can see both log is acquired by the admin user. Now I'll go here. Let me go into this address object. Let me add here one object like test 1.1.1.1 create. See configuration is logged by admin user. I am not able to do that anything. Okay. Now this admin, what he has to do, he has to remove the lock. Once he will done with the configuration, just remove the lock. It's not lock like that. If you will just take the lock and you just went your home. Now in the night, people wants to do some changes. They are not able to do that because of your one single mistake. Got it? So that's how also we can able to acquire the lock on the configuration and we can do some restriction. So Ravinder is asking, can we export configuration in Excel format? Yes, we can able to do that. We have to open, we have to first export in the set format. Okay, let me just tell you this as well because run this command set CLI config output format set configuration run here. So get all those commands. Those are the entire commands, entire configuration. Copy and paste. Copy and paste in your notepad plus plus or notepad, and after that you can basically either you can directly copy in your Excel. One by one, if you want to export, you have to export like let's suppose policy, you can export policy only. You will get that option here. It will export all your rules. Entire configuration we cannot able to export. Only the thing is we have to download it and after that only we can able to do that. Okay, now. So this is done. Factory reset, guys. How we can do the factory reset? So to do the factory reset, we should use a command called request system private data reset. Request system private data reset. If you will issue this command in the CLI into the operations mode, what it will take you, it will basically erase all your logs. It will reset all your settings, including IP address. It will save one default configuration after the management IP address is changed. So you will lose almost everything. Now, during the boot up with an unknown or admin user, if you don't want to go from here, then during the boot process, what do you have to do? From the console port, during the boot time, you have to run mant during the boot up. Choose reset to the factory default, and it will basically do the factory default as well during the boot time. Authentication I will not cover today. It's a part of my user ID class. Today, guys, I will not go into the maintenance mode because there's a few things I have to also tell you through the maintenance mode. Okay. So in your next class, I will go into the maintenance mode and show you what are the other options we are having, because password recovery also we generally used to do through the maintenance mode only. So I will tell you the way. There is no proper way to do the password recovery in Palo Alto. It just if you know any working configuration where you know the password, that we can able to revert with that. Okay, so I'll explain you all those steps. Now guys, let me tell you most important part, which is support portal and update servers. What is this? So guys, in your Palo Alto firewall, let's suppose from Palo Alto you have purchased 10 PA440, you have purchased 6 PA5445, you have purchased 10 PA1410, and you also have around, let's suppose, 16 PA3420 series box. Apart from those firewalls, you also have purchased Panorama. So you have a Panorama VM, and you also have a M700. Apart from those VMs, you also purchase the license. You have also purchased the license on those. For your firewalls, you have purchased license, let's suppose, for URL filtering. You have purchased the license for DNS security. You have purchased the license for threat prevention. You have purchased the license for wildfire. And you also have a license of global protect. Okay. Now guys, you can able to view entire products which you have purchased from Palo Alto from one place. That place is known as Palo Alto support portal. If you want to raise a tech case for getting any type of support, then you have to do into the support portal. So what you have to do whenever you will purchase any new box, we have to activate that particular new firewall, or we have to register, or we have to add that new firewall into the support portal of Palo Alto. Because from this support portal only, you can able to do the RMA of your device in case of any issues. And from the same support portal, you can able to track all the tech cases which is raised by the engineers. From the same support portal, you can able to activate your auth code for activating the licenses on your devices. If you want to transfer the license from one device to another device, that task also you have to do through the support portal. So means support portal, and also from the Palo Alto support portal, we can able to download the images of Palo Alto Firewall, dynamic updates of Palo Alto Firewall. All those tasks we used to perform into the support portal of Palo Alto. And guys, see, we can activate the firewalls into the support portal. We can activate the hardware based firewall using the serial number, and VM based firewalls using the auth codes or purchase ID or the order number. We have to always make sure our firewall able to ping this URL supports dot palo alto networks.com. It can able to reach this, and another URL is this updates dot palo alto networks.com. It should able to reach till both of those two URLs. How you can log in into the support portal? You can type supports dot palo alto see customer support portal support dot palo alto networks.com. You can go here. If you have ID, you can sign in. I will not sign in with my official IDs. So if you have any IDs, you can log in, you can check it out, the details. But what I will do, I'll bring something for you. Now you can see when you will log in into the support portal here, you will able to see your company name, like you are from which company. You will see that details of your company. Then you can see support cases. This is the place where you will see all your tech cases which you have raised. You can activate your products from this link, license management from here. Here you can add your team members also, so they can also able to log in, and they can also able to log in and they can also able to view, do the task. From asset management, you can able to see all your products. From updates, you can able to download your updates. update like dynamic updates and these software updates manually. If you want to register directly also, you can click here, you can able to register the box. Like, let me just show you how we can register. First, let me show you the updates. What do you have to do? When you will click on updates, you can able to download the dynamic updates or the software updates. If you want to download the Palo Alto images, then this is the place from where you will download. You can type here PanOS for VM, like PanOS for PA5400 series boxes. You will get all those PanOS download and you can manually upload. This is the one way. The second way, you can go here, like on this firewall. I can basically go here and I can click on check now. Here I will get all those updates. All those updates I will get here. Only I have to make sure my firewall able to communicate with the updates.paloaltonetworks.com and my firewall needed a valid license. It needs a valid license. And license I have already activated yesterday. License is already activated yesterday here. Just give here some time. Meanwhile, go here. From here, you can able to download the software updates. When you will click on assets, now when you will go into devices, here you can able to see all your devices. You can search your device with the serial number, auth code. And if you will click here in asset devices, register a new device, you can able to register your new device. You have to put the serial number here. You can able to see all your boxes with the serial number of those boxes, name of those firewalls, license available on those firewalls, license expiry date, and also the auth code against which you have activated those licenses. Register device using serial number, give the serial number, put the name, and done. You have done completed the registration. Now guys, here always put the proper address. Now tell me why we have to put here proper address. Let's suppose you did the RMA of your device. Now when Palo Alto deliver a new box, they will deliver into this location. And if you have put the wrong address, then your device gets delivered into the wrong location. And what will happen? Let's suppose in Delhi, you have your data center in Nehru Place, one location, but your office somewhere in in Delhi, like Mukherjee Nagar. You have your office in Mukherjee Nagar and your firewall delivered here. Now what will happen? Now you have to send somebody into this office and he will bring the device into your this particular office where you need it. It will waste time 2 3 hours, right? So always we will keep the correct address information here. We can also activate the license. We can go into that device and we can activate the license using the auth code. We have to select the auth code and we can activate the expired license using that particular auth code. We have to enter the auth code and we have to agree and your license activation will be done. We can able to add the tag case from here, support cases field. It's very easy guys. Okay, when you will log in, when you will do, it's very easy. Oh, why I'm not getting anything here? Oh my God, on this device, license is there. Definitely I should able to reach. Let me go into the service tab. Okay, it's configured. Let's try to test it out. Connectivity. So guys, if you want to ping anything through your management interface in your Palo Alto 5, you have to use the command called ping, then host keyword, and after that I can ping like google.com. Again, it's not pingable. 8.8.8.8 destination host unreachable. Okay. So interface management. I do have a default gateway 192.168.137.2. Guys, I'm not sure why, but I'm having problem with my default gateway. Okay. So that's not a problem. It's a problem on my VMware workstation. Maybe I have added some extra nickets. That's why. Let's use this box then. In this box, if you will go here into the device tab and softwares, you can see here you will get all the softwares. Might be my this PC firewall is creating some challenge, so I'll just check. If you will check for new softwares, I think here it should work. Ping host google.com. Everywhere I have problems today. So device config system DNS settings. There is no DNS. That's the problem. Because I just have a single DNS. This is my local DNS. So I have to override this. 8.8.8.8. My AD server is off right now. Now it will work. Meanwhile, guys, it's going on. I forget to show you something. See, from CLI also you can able to see the configuration. You can run this command so config. If you want to check the candidate configuration file, run this command. You can able to see the entire candidate configuration file in this XML format. So config running configuration. If you want to see, you can run this so config running. It will you will able to see the running configuration file. If you want to check the difference, you can run this command so config diff. It will show you the difference. If there is any difference, you will able to see that difference. Like I have added extra this. Then if you want to get the details for post template, this is for panorama only. Then you will able to see the template details. Then run this list command. Then you can changes. It will basically list the changes. There is no list right now. Then we have a, we can also run this commit scope. It will give you the commit scope as well. We can use this audit. We can just do the audit with regards to the versions. Let's suppose I want to select this version number 7. It will give you the results. And you will not get a very good result here with regards to this. Okay. So this option also we can use. You can always check the configuration with this command as well. Always set your configuration, the set format from the configuration. Let's suppose you just wanted to check what is the configuration you are having at device config level. Let's suppose for high availability. Then you can run this command. Right now on this, we don't have any HA. So nothing is there. Check for system. This is the only configuration I have at the system level, because most of the configuration I am controlling through the template. So template step also you can able to see. So run this one template, then device config, hit enter. Now you can see like your banner, it came from the template. Time zone, most of the configuration I have posted from the template only. Okay, so you can also utilize that those CLI command as well. Okay, now you can see commit is succeeded. So I'll go here. Refreshing. Just wait here. Click on check now. Now it will contact with the update server and it will give you the available softwares. Same thing you can also check from here. Request software. This is for content. It comes with the request only. Generally command I also used to sometimes forget. Content license is there. Anyone remember the command, guys? Anybody? Request support check. This is for the support, I guess. Support. I don't. I have a premium support. Might be debug software. Software manager. I think this is the command, guys, only for the softwares info. Debug SWM info, because you know, right? See, because of the latest version, they have done some here and there. Okay, like they have introduced this SWM. So you can also use this SWM where you can able to see the PAN-OS details and all. When I used to do the upgrades, I'll show you all that detail. Okay. Request system software. This is the command check. Request system software check, and I have issued this. Both are similar. Let me remove the preferred version. I wanted to show you everything. In CLI also, it will check and it will give you a whole list. We can also initiate download from here, install from here. Now I will not forget. See, you will get downloaded no right now, right? So you will get the entire list of available available PAN-OS versions. Okay. If you want to, let's suppose you want to download request, system, software, like if you want to install, you can select install, version. Now which version you want to? You can basically select the version from here, but before that you have to download that version. Okay. And GUI base version also, let me deselect. So I will able to get all the versions available here. Right now you can see those are the ones which is I have already downloaded. So I can able to install those versions. I don't want to install anything here. See, those are the versions available. Simple. You can initiate a download from here. Once you will download, you will get this install option. You can install and you will upgrade or everything. It will start automatically. Okay. Right now on my firewall, I guess 11 point. I'm at 11 point something. 11.16 S3. This is the version right now on my firewall which is installed. You can see currently installed version. Okay. So from CLI we can able to like request, system, software, download, define the version. Which version you want to download, you can pick from that list. See, let's suppose this one you want to download. Put here. Click, it will start the download. I don't want to download. So this is how we can able to manage our software updates. In similar way, guys, we have our dynamic updates. Okay. So what I'll do, guys, now I think I don't have enough time. So dynamic updates and your license and also your maintenance mode. These three topics I'll cover in the next class. Okay. I don't want to rush because I have to tell you how you can do this scheduling. Why I have configured here 2 minutes. What is the main reason? What is the issue we will face, right? Why here I have configured like every 30 minutes after 2 minutes of hours. Why I have configured here 9:15. Why every day at 10:30. Why like every 15 minutes. I will tell you the reasons and also what is the best practice Palo Alto used to recommend to do such type of configuration. Okay guys, so that's it which I wanted to cover in your today's class.